Hi everybody, this is Clinton at the Best Buy blog. Today I'm going to review the Line 6 Pod Go portable guitar processor. It's a very intriguing product from Line 6, who of course you may know as a company that makes high quality guitar effects and amp models. The Line 6 Pod Go is marketed as a portable guitar processor that does it all. High quality amp modeling and effects, lots of options for creating signal chains for your effects. Because it's portable, it's great for heading off to rehearsal, heading out on tour, and also accessible for beginner guitar players or seasoned professionals. The Pod Go also serves as a recording interface, making it a great option for home studios as well. In today's video, I'll look at some of the features of the Line 6 Pod Go, explore its build quality and ease of use. We'll look at the Pod Go Edit app, which is designed to make the user experience a little easier and richer. And I'll give you my opinion of all these things along the way. If you're enjoying the video, please hit like and subscribe to the Best Buy channel for more reviews of all kinds of products available at Best Buy. We know that the Line 6 Pod Go is a portable guitar processor, but what's inside? Inside is a lot of things. There are hundreds of amp models for every guitar sound imaginable. There are even a few for bass players. There are many, many effects based upon classic stomp effects for guitar and also drawn from the classic Line 6 collection. There is a wah/expression/volume pedal with the capacity to add a second. There's a nice LCD screen that helps you navigate your presets. There are push buttons that help you change the presets as you go. And there are some very fun and useful features that expand the breadth and the capacity of the Line 6 Pod Go so that you can use it in any situation. If you're a guitar player who plays in many different styles, playing heavy rock one night, playing country another, playing yacht rock the next day, there's a way that you can set up the Pod Go so you have easy access to all these sounds and then a detailed subset of core sounds that you use with a feature they call Snapshots. There are many, many output options. We'll look at those in a minute. Built-in tuner and a looper as well. And of course, I will give you my opinion of the features as I explain them and as we walk through the unit together. Let's start by looking at the front panel. Let's dive in. To start with, it's a very solid design, cast iron. It's not heavy, but it is solid. Including the foot pedal. It's cast aluminum from what I understand, but it's solid. It's quite thick. There are so many different sounds and they're organized in this LCD screen here. 4 sounds per bank. So I'm on bank 7 right now. And as you can see, I can scroll bank 8, bank 9. And the sounds are mixed. They're from sort of straight up classic amp chains through to sounds that are inspired by famous recordings. Let's see. Well, this one's quite obvious. So it says Def Leppard, which is not the band, but an animal that cannot hear. And if I push with these 4 right here, this selects the bank, and these switches will select the patch. From here, things get quite interesting. The first thing I might do is go to the mode button, which is going to give me the effects layout. So that becomes a stomp effect now, 6 options. So if you can see they're lit up with a different color. So the chorus is blue here. If I stomp on it, you'll see the light goes off here and there. So there, chorus is disengaged. The compressor, disengaged. So very easy to see from a distance. Imagine that you're standing 5 or 6 feet back with your guitar in your hands. Very easy to see what color effect you're using. And they are linked for type of effects. So reverbs are green, chorus or modulation effects are blue, things like this. From there, you press the view button and you can get deeper. So now we see the whole guitar chain in front of us. And you can select the effect you're looking for. And then using the 5 buttons that are here, you can start to change the parameters of any which one of those effects. And it's really deep. So there's 5 here, and if I use the page knob, you're going to find 5 more. Not always, but depending on the effects. Some are very simple and some are very, very deep. But there's a way to scroll through the 10 effects. It takes a little bit of work, but that's not really a problem because there is the Pod Go Edit app and you can do all these things on one screen. I'll show you that a bit later. Everything is controllable. Everything. And one of the cool things I think is once you get into the amp and the cab section, well, first of all, you can choose different cabinets. They are automatically matched based on the patch and the type of amp. So if you choose, let's say, a Fender type amp, you'll get a Fender type cabinet, but you could switch it and customize it any way you want. And then the stuff I think is really fun is you have different microphone choices from ribbon mics, condensers to dynamic microphones. And then you can choose the mic distance, which starts to create a bit of a room sound as part of your blend. I'm going to switch back out of the stomp mode there, back to amp mode. I'm going to press view, get us right back to that. You can see that with the pedal, I'm going to use my hand here. Of course, we would normally use our foot. The pedal has two purposes. If you happen to have an expression and a volume pedal in your chain, this little light right here helps you move between the two. Right now I have the volume on and it's off. And if I push all the way through with my foot, with my hand it takes a bit of effort, but with your foot it's really easy. I switch. Now I'm into the wah mode. So then I can do all things wah. And if I need to switch back to volume, I can do that. And once again, according to the preset, it will show up exactly where you need it. The menu diving is not too complex, but once you get used to it, it's actually quite easy. The buttons seem to be solid. They do what they need to do. They're out of the way of your foot, so you're not going to step on them by accident, hopefully. Of course, you have your tuner right here as needed. And there is one other feature you might look at. Takes a bit of time to get into it, but it's an advanced feature. And you can see there's a little camera right here, and it has the 1 on it. Well, the 1 is indicating which snapshot you are using. Each of the patches, and then we know that there are many banks, 32 banks with 4 patches each. Each patch has up to 4 snapshots, which means you can work within the core sound that you have. For example, you have a nice chorus sound that you would use on the verse, but when you move to the chorus area of the song, you want to step on a distortion and give it a boost. Well, the snapshot would be the same core amp, room, guitar chain, but then you would actually use that to turn on and off the distortion. Or perhaps if you have multiple stomps to make, adding a delay and the distortion and anything else, 3, 4 effects as you wish. You put them into a section, so a snapshot. And so you have a whole set of effects that are ready to go for the verse and a whole set of effects that are ready to go for the next section of the song. And you can do that up to 4 times. So really there's 4 sections of a song available. Think about it: intro, verse, chorus, bridge. Kind of covers all the ground. So not only do you have the 32 banks times 4 of guitar presets, patches built, you can dive inside of them and fine tune them according to your needs, I would say linearly, in the song that you're performing, which I think is really fantastic. Overall, Line 6 has really thought out what you can do with the Pod Go. Now let's look at the back panel. This is the other important part of the Line 6 Pod Go guitar processor. There's a lot of options for output here. So I'll walk you through them so you see what's there. It's standard stuff, but it's really great that they cover that much ground. We'll start here. This is the only input, the guitar in. So that's very simple. 1/4 inch in for your guitar. Plug it in, off you go. And then you have the expression 2, which is the capacity to add another pedal. So if you have an expression pedal that maybe acts as a volume, you might use the built-in pedal to be your wah. Whatever you choose, there's more options there for you. There is an effects loop like you might expect on an amplifier, and therefore you can put in your own analog effects, your favorite pedals. You can add them into your loop. There's the main out. So that's for sending to a soundboard. Probably would choose mono as your first option, and you may use the stereo options as needed. But the main out also serves as an output to studio monitors if you choose to use the Line 6 Pod Go as an audio interface. You have the amp out if you're sending a signal directly to your amp. So that might mean that you use the effects stomp pedal, but not the amp simulators, not the amp models. There's a headphone out, which would be useful if you're using it for practicing at home, or if you are using it as an audio interface. This is a USB connection. This is how the Line 6 Pod Go interfaces with your computer. Power source, regular DC 9 volt power button. I should note that it is not USB powered. The unit needs too much juice for that. So you have your DC power always. So that's the idea right there. You have quite a few options, recording interface, and just like a regular guitar amp with the effects loops and amp out and all these things. Now we're going to take a look at the Line 6 Pod Go Edit app that comes with the Pod Go interface. In essence, it's a mirror of everything that's happening inside the physical interface. And it is very convenient because you can have it on a larger computer screen and manipulate all your parameters at once. So here's a quick example. On the left-hand side, there's all the presets that I would scroll through inside the unit itself. And when you choose one, you see your signal chain. So there's your pedals, various effects slots, amp, cabinet, again, more effects. These ones are not actually being used at the moment. Right through to the end. And whereas on the physical unit, you have to scroll through menus to see all the parameters, well, when you're in the Edit app, you can see everything all at once. You can see there's many things that can be adjusted quickly. When you click on an item, all the parameters that are related are right there. And when you click on an effects slot, well, there's the array of effects that are available. So here, let's see, I have a distortion. So here I'm going to put a delay just to see what's up. Click on delay, and there's all the delays I can choose from. Many of them, as you can see by the image, they're from the Line 6 collection, and I believe they're curated so that some of their more famous presets are being used. And other ones, if you look at the image, you might get an idea how it's a mirror of your favorite pedals. You can see that this one right here looks like a Boss pedal, so it's probably from the Boss family. And all kinds of different things. And there's pitch, filter, reverb, EQ, compressor dynamics, distortion. There's a lot of choice there as well. So there's a lot to choose from, endless hours of fun putting together your own presets. And it's really that easy once you're plugged in with the USB cable. You can manipulate everything very quickly. And the app is not much more complicated than that. Now I'll show you a little bit about how the Line 6 Pod Go sounds. I took the liberty of recording some examples with 4 different patches. The patches, tried to choose them slightly varied, but there's so many to choose from that I just went for things that I felt might be identifiable. The first one is a rock patch. And you'll see that I have 2 tracks. One is the actual preset with all the effects and amp modeling, and the other is a straight DI. So when I mute this one, you're going to hear just my guitar part. Like that. And the reason why this is Line 6 made the audio interface part of their guitar processor work in such that you would have your processed signal and your unprocessed signal, which allows for you to reamp the DI signal very easily in your home studio. So if you choose the preset that you want or think you want for the recording, and it turns out not quite to be the thing you need, you can alter it pretty quickly in post-production. Here's what the process signal sounds like. There you have it. Obviously, my guitar playing is what it is, but you might be better. And here's another example, a little cleaner sound with some effects on it. I'll mute the DI this time. The DI sounds the same regardless, so we'll just put that on the side and go straight to the effects. Like that. So you're getting the idea. And I'll do the same over here. I'll take away the DI. Once again, the presets have their different character. There's one more, which I think is pretty identifiable in its name. And so just to give you an idea, those are sort of 4 timbres. The quality in my mind is really high, and you are not using any onboard computer processing because it's coming right out of the Line 6 unit itself. There are a couple of other features on the Line 6 Pod Go. One that may be really useful is a looper. It's actually a really nice looper. It has lots of deep functionality. So you can have a mono track, or you can go up to 6 different parameters that you can manipulate at once. I won't dive into the looper because it's a complicated scenario, but it works well, and it's built in and easy to access on the Line 6. I hope I've left you with a lot to think about with the Line 6 Pod Go guitar processor. My opinion is that it's really an excellent unit. It has everything you need and then some to function in a variety of situations. It's portable, it's rugged, it sounds great, it's easy to use, it's versatile for home recording, rehearsals, stages, clubs, cafes, wherever you're going to work. While I don't think it's the cheapest piece of audio equipment you'll ever buy, I do think it's an amazing value, so I would not hesitate to invest in this piece of equipment. The Line 6 brand has been known for a long time for its sound quality, and they've continued on with that tradition with the Pod Go. If you want to purchase the Line 6 Go, you can find it at Best Buy with the link beneath the video. Thanks for watching my review of the Line 6 Pod Go guitar processor. If you found the review helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews from the Best Buy blog and website. See you next time.